I will use the mic, but do me a favor.
But it was a chance.
We gotta turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, you have to not monitor. But it was also a chance to learn about, because I talked this morning about radical listening, if you remember. And you really brought it in deeper that, you know, radical listening was really introduced by Martin Luther King. You know, like, we've got to listen. His idea was we've got to listen to people and lean in, even when we don't want to hear what they have to say. Mm-hmm. But yours was, no, what I have to say, you all better learn how to lean in so you can hear it. And that there are many ways to hear. So I respect that. You don't have to have the mic. We do have to get it better.
But I want to make sure that it is because, you know, the young lady over there, the child.
Yes.
I think we're not in circle. And so
Yeah.
it needs to be accessible for everyone. And it means that I have to use the mic to make it accessible.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that you saw that. All right, I hope you'll stay with us for as long as you can.
Right now.
Yes.
I will try.
Okay. I know. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Terrence. What a pleasure, and I look forward to more the next couple of weeks of listening to him. At this time, we're going to hear from Jasmine, who I already introduced as our public artist, who is in not just Tacoma, but throughout the state of Washington. She's doing amazing artist work. And she's doing it right here in Evergreen as well. So she's only got 10 minutes to speak, and I don't think the mic is saying. How do you think about the mic? If it's not, Taylor will have to come and turn it. Let's see if I can. I see you. Test it. Try again.
Hey, Camellia.
No, I don't know about the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, don't worry about the mic, because you only have 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want you to get the whole time. But I want to say that Jasmine not only is a public artist and does that amazing work, she has been working with young people, and maker spaces are developed all over the country. In the Hilltop, there are probably none. And Jasmine has been privileged to acquire thousands of dollars of equipment that she has brought to Evergreen, Tacoma. So I'm going to introduce her that way and tell you that it's such an honor for you to address our learning community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The dean asked me to prepare a quick presentation to talk about the makerspace that we are bringing here to Evergreen Tacoma. I founded a small grassroots nonprofit called Swan Creek Art Academy because I felt that were not enough art education resources available to those underserved communities here in Tacoma. And I got some funding to start a makerspace, and I talked to Dean about bringing it here to Evergreen Tacoma, and she wonderfully agreed, and we're moving forward. The purpose is to create a hands-on makerspace that supported creativity, entrepreneurship, and workforce skills, to expand access to tools that are usually cost prohibitive for individual students. And it will enable students to do product prototyping, small batch production, digital fabrication, design to object workflows, and creative expansion across art, technology, and community-based learning.
Jasmine, can you tell us what is a maker space?
So a makerspace is a location where you can access these expensive creative technology tools like laser engravers, 3D printers, and other machinery and tech that you might not necessarily be able to buy as an individual practitioner. But if you want to make professional quality objects or goods to sell or prototype a vision or product that you want to make, these are the types of pieces of equipment that you need to produce them.
Thank you.
And the vision is there would be a campus hub for making and learning. Students would be able to come and build skills, create portfolios, create prototypes. And so this would be open to Evergreen students, faculty and staff, and community members in this neighborhood. We would have public-facing workshops and open lab hours. And we would prioritize low barrier entry beginner pathways, and perhaps with funding, if I can find the funding for it, student opportunities as lab monitors, and we would have clear safety procedures and tool training that we'll offer. So the space and equipment plan. So we're looking at proposed rooms of the science lab or the computer lab, and we'll have flexible zones for fabrication, digital design, print and press zone, and storage for equipment and supplies. Core equipment would be, we have a CO2 laser engraver that can handle cutting wood, acrylic, and even use leather engraving. We have a DTF printer, which is good for making iron-ons and decals for apparel and for soft goods like tote bags. A UV printer that is on order that should arrive any day now. I also have a large format vinyl cutter that we do decals, stencils, and signage with that. And also, optional expansion could include 3D printers, sublimation printers, embroidery machine at some point, maybe even a CNC. We would have, for if we use the equipment, we would have orientations and supervised use of advanced tools to make sure everything's safely operated and that people are able to use the equipment and follow the safety protocols. And posted rules, PPE station, and we're considering the ventilation, all the stuff that's required for that to make sure that there's no harmful fumes that aren't disposed of correctly. So we are considering classes, open labs, and support. So creative technology classes, we have digital fabrication, we get accommodate up to 25 students at a time. Project-based learning on design, prototyping, and production, and envisioning based on staffing and what the schedule is in the other space that we land on. 2 to 3 days a week of makerspace hours and drop-in assistance, project troubleshooting, guided tool time, and some of the workshops could be sticker and decal production, intro laser engraving and design, t-shirt production, tote bag frame, UV printing for signage and portfolio pieces, and staffing and training. Our staffing model would be Makerspace League, which would be my organization. I have teaching artists that I pay through my funding from Swan Creek. They can handle operations, safety curriculum, teaching artists, guest instructors, student lab monitors to handle open hours, and check in and check out of the equipment, and basic safety support, and training pathways for tool certifications, beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, safety training, cleaning and emergency procedures, and student service and peer monitoring for students and staff, and risk management. Swan Creek, we have several $1 million worth of insurance, and we're working on user agreements, waivers, and all the paperwork to be worked out with Evergreen.
Jasmine, I did want to say, because I just called some students to come in the room who are planning their fundraising for travel to Kenya. And they may be your first group that you could sit down and brainstorm with
Okay.
about what product they could generate and possibly put in the market as part of their fundraiser.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
maybe
great.
that could be a meeting that you set up in time, and people who want to join in can do so.
Okay, that sounds great. And what we're looking at, for outcomes and measurement and next steps, so the outcomes, student skill building, fabrication, portfolio career readiness, creating tangible products, and, documented experience on, with the process of creating, prototypes, and community impact. We also provide accessible workshops and cross-sector partnerships. And we'll measure impact by the number of participants we have, the lab hours used, completed projects. We'll also do some surveys to kind of check if we're operating on the right course, or we need to swap some things out or change direction. And hopefully, depending on funding, maybe some student employment hours as well. And our next step is to confirm what room we're gonna be in, the storage of the election needs, and finalize our equipment list. We've already got some equipment already in, and delivered before we went on holiday break. And set up an operating schedule, hire lab monitors, and launch a pilot course and first public workshops. All right.
Thank you, Jasmine, for coming. Oh, we do have a question. Go ahead, Terry.
So how soon is this supposed to take place?
I'm hoping we can get everything up and going start next month. Back in February.
Okay, and then what is is there like a cost to participate in this, or what? How does that work?
Not at this time. There will be community, we always invite, like every Saturday, we invite community in the door.
Okay.
So maybe Jasmine will be creating some community, led projects, and, for students, and I really see the students who want to go to Kenya as the first core of people who get trained, maybe making t-shirts. Yesterday, when I was at that school that I did at the Black Student Union, they had a shirt that said, "We do it for the culture." Just made me really, I was so touched. So we can create product like that.
Right.
So the Kenya thing, is that only just for students, or
No.
just anybody that wanna come?
It's for community as well.
Oh, really? What's the cost to go to Kenya?
3,700.
Oh,
That's the air ticket and travel
And
inside.
when are y'all supposed to go?
March 19th.
Shoot, I might wanna go back to Africa.
Oh, we'd love
I might
you
get
to
a
go,
one-way
Terry.
trip.
We'd love you to go. All right, yeah, we want that. So, okay, that it is open. You all are invited now, so let me know if you want to. And I know that there was a very intense meeting going on, with Gade and Zikomo and, who was the other person? Oh, Jamila. Where's Jamila? She came to the Okay. Okay, great, because so I see a relationship here with the makerspace and, how we can bring people in. So maybe some during the week, and of course after school for young people. We just have to figure out the schedule of who comes in when,
Right.
but community is welcome.
I would like to offer my food truck as a fundraiser for y'all too. And I have a commercial kitchen that we can do some authentic dishes that we can sell to the public.
All right, this is Mr. Terry just offered up something I think is substantial income generation. Thank you. And that is the call, he's giving you details. Any other questions for Jasmine? Is that an AI generated?
That was me with the makeup on.
Yeah.
Any more questions, they have to be at swan@gmail.com.
Did you get my note asking if I saw Swan Creek? Does it have swans in it?
I wondered about, I've never seen any swans. but it's room.
Is that Swan, named after Swan Creek Apartments?
Right, you saw
Oh,
that.
yeah, I know it is,
Yeah,
okay.
on the way to, Graham, I passed it yesterday.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we live on the east side, and I noticed how it seemed like a lot of students on the east side didn't have access to a lot of arts education stuff, and I wanted to do my part to correct that. That's how it started, now we're expanding to deal with college students and larger community.
And I just want to thank you, Jasmine, for your consistency being at Evergreen. You know, we haven't really had a way to bring you in. You brought that beautiful bus. And I see now a growing relationship, and we welcome it. Your husband, Dr. Paul Jackson, who's got that video there. Yes, thank you, Paul, for being here. And Paul actually was with us in the media lab.
A long time ago.
Yeah, several years ago.
Right.
But is also an artist, as he said. So we are really blessed to have these two people in our learning community. So thank you. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
All right. We are now going to shift gears again, and we hope you guys are here, Jasmine and Paul.
Ain't going nowhere.
Thank you. We're going to hear from, every quarter we have a student showcase. And today is our student showcase for the winter quarter. And Sasheen was selected to be the person to be the showcase because she did an amazing film she's going to share with us. And I'm going to let you tell the rest except for the fact that she's one of our prize students, about to graduate soon. Yes, and she's a DEI consultant coordinator for BECU. That's a lot of acronyms. Wow, gotta rethink that. But so her work led her to really do this academic, scholarly, community, and just big picture change work. And so we really have an advantage to hear from her and to be able to ask her questions after the film. So, yes, introduce it, please, Sasheen Winston. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just get settled here, if that's okay. Is that in the way of your filming?
Nope, you're good.
Can you use the mic?
I don't, if you all want me to use the mic, I don't feel like I can, but.
Thank you.
Access
Oh,
to-
Jamil was here.
Yeah.
We're good now.
Outdoor voice.
Thank you.
Let me see how she does this, because I can't do it.
I'm not gonna screen your video, so.
What's that?
I'm not gonna stream your video.
Okay,
so.
thank you.
Oh, we do need Taylor, because she has.
She does it.
I think she set it up though.
Yeah, I have I'm
Testing.
This Thursday camp meeting, all
Turn
the
this
camp.
down.
That's my picture.
Oh, very beautiful
So I
people.
got some down Macy.
Pay no attention. Yeah, this is behind the curtain.
I'm out there on Park. That's where my kitchen is.
All right, can you all hear? Is there nasty feedback? No,
Nope.
we're good.
Not yet. Just keep the mic away from the speakers. You vegan?
She said it's
Huh? So you don't eat meat? Did you cook a lot of vegetables?
You were helping, you were so helping. People are not always available.
All right, I guess we'll get started while video is being queued up. I'm gonna do a first little intro and kind of talk about how I got there, and then, yeah, I'll just.
That part, we can press the start button too.
Yeah, just hit it, just hit the start button. Oh, yeah.
Stop it, yeah.
Okay.
Never do her intro.
Thank you, Taylor.
All right, cool. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for allowing me this time to come and speak and share my experiences. I know some of you in the room, but for those who I don't know, my name is Sashi Winston. I am a fourth-year student, senior here at Evergreen. I've had an amazing experience here at the college and have been able to learn so much through our cultural grounding and the emphasis on ancestral learning and having that lens through all who came before us in the spirit of Sankofa. Ashe, which is just so important to me in my life personally and professionally. And to me, it's not something that can be separated. To me, it's kind of all together. And so I want to share with you, and before I share with you, kind of explain a little bit about what I do. I am a senior manager for organizational equity, inclusion, and belonging. That's a lot of words, right? We were formerly DEI, but with the changing climate and all the things, we started to look at the way that we do our work in a more meaningful way, in a way that seems less exposed to those who seek to shut it down, things like that. And in that work, I do a lot of things that really elevate what do we need to be looking at systems-wise, structure-wise, between people, leadership, and beyond, to be more inclusive with our work, with each other, and ultimately our members. And so my work is emotional, it is hard, and it ties directly into who I am as a human being, and who I am as a student, and who I am as a liberator, and all the different identities that I hold, right? So this project came about sort of by accident in terms of how I brought it here into Evergreen. I was planning a trip to Ghana because I needed to see Africa. I wanted to see the homeland and do sort of a pilgrimage of my own. I'm of Ghanaian descent, and so that was the interest why Ghana was the first place I wanted to see. And then I started to think about, well, this is also an opportunity for me to look at this trip and everything I may learn, the people I come across, as an opportunity to see through many lenses of our ancestral experience as Black folk in America, and what that tie is to folks there, and then tying it back to the work that I do. And sort of building that trauma-informed and culturally informed framework that I could bring into the workforce, which is what I do, is bring other lenses, ideas, frameworks, and all that into the workforce. And so it really became this bigger idea than just going to Ghana to see my people and to have this experience just for myself. It then became an experience that I could carry into the work that I do back here at Evergreen and everywhere that I may have touch points, connection, or influence, right? So what you're going to see here is a presentation that sort of came through many different channels, not only being in Ghana itself and Ghana being a research point, but I did a lot of prepping before then and after. I read certain books like My Grandmother's Hands, the books called The Sum of Us, and other works that really kind of dive into looking at the conditions we are in today, especially as racialized people, Black people, the systems through which we are oppressed, and how we got here, right? And so I did a lot of work to understand what is happening and what do we need to consider before I went to Ghana, so that I could understand how to approach the work, how to approach the research, and then just how to take it all in. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Now, what you'll see in the video is me talking in a very, I don't really have the words intelligently, and maybe other people might feel differently, but in terms of how I see myself in this video, I'm still in a point of reflection even at this time, and I left in April of last year. I'm still collecting the downloads from our ancestors. I'm still collecting the downloads from my spirit. I'm still figuring it out. It's way bigger than going, coming back, writing a paper, and putting together a video. So if I feel like it sounds like it doesn't quite connect, or my words aren't there yet, it's because I'm still going through that process even now. And I feel like in some ways, it should be that way. It took us centuries to get to where we are in this moment, to even say we are Africans in America and stolen, right? And to really just like sit with that and understand it. So it took so many years and centuries to get to that point. I think it's gonna take just as long for us to really get to a point where we can emote, we can gather, we can dismantle, and no longer work within structures and then the systems that keep us in this place. So I'm struggling with my own words in this video. You might pick up on it, because I have so many lenses. So I want to make sure I didn't forget anything that I wanted to say. I think that was it. Yeah, and so really, there was a lot of frameworks that I put together in thinking about how do I best bring this forth? How do I best convey this to my fellow students, community, and what frameworks, and like how, what is it that I needed to be considering? Things like post-traumatic slave syndrome, right? That was another book that I read. Things like, and that's they call it a theory, but it's a thing, in my mind. This is me speaking, and in my opinion, post-traumatic slave syndrome is a thing, at least in my life. And so that's one of the lenses that I put forth and really navigated with, was through post-traumatic slave syndrome, and especially after reading deeply about what that can mean. So, without further ado, I'm gonna be quiet now and share my video with you, and I hope you all enjoy.